Welcome everybody to the 2022 Chevy Silverado 1500 Limited High Country. It's a long name, but it's a long truck. Lots of cool things to check out on this truck. Let's see how this truck is. The front end of this truck is everything XL size. Big grille, big bumper, big bonnet. The bonnet has 6.2 liter badging, which indicates what engine this car has. The headlights are big. It has DRLs and indicators integrated. Very big grille with some bronze accents to make it differentiate on the road, and High Country badging on the grille on that side. Lots of chrome in the bottom garnish and very big parking sensors as well to help park this truck because it's very big. The parking sensors really help. The side profile again is when you realize this is a full-size truck. Very big, even though this is the short bed version, there's a long bed version as well. This is the short bed and you can see it's very big. It's literally dwarfed me. There are 22-inch rims wrapped in 2275 section tires all around, which look really good. Anything smaller would have probably felt out of place. There are side steps to help you climb, and there's chrome on the door handles and around the window line to give it that little executive look that this car is because of the top bit. This Silverado is again a bit simplistic compared to the front. It's got badging to let you know which truck it is and which variant. This is the High Country. It has a split tailgate, which is an option that's been ticked for this truck. So part of the truck comes down. Another thing that signifies that this has a split tailgate is the big bow tie. If it didn't have the split tailgate, it would have only Chevrolet written in block letters. Everything else is just what a truck should be. It's got a tonneau cover, which is again an option that's been ticked for this truck. The taillights carry the same thing that the headlights have, similar cuts and creases, and the rear bumper can be used to climb into the truck. Once you open the tailgate, you do get access to a big boot. Even though this is the short bed version, it can accommodate pretty much everything you have right now. Now we're inside the 2022 Chevy Silverado, and lots of familiar things. The similar General Motors Group screen, which is an 8-inch screen, but it has wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The speedometer is analog with a 4-inch screen between, with all the information you could ever need, the trip meters and tire pressure monitor and everything. So it's pretty well detailed and lots of information, which is really nice. The dials are very analog. You've got the steering wheel, which is again really big. It's got all the buttons for the cruise control and for the volume and the voice. You've got the volume control in the back. You've got the seat track, which is again very General Motors thing. The dash is very flat. You've got all physical buttons, which are really nice. No touch screen here. For the AC controls, be it the temperature, you got the seat heating, seat cooling, and a lot of host of buttons here, which is for the plug point, the windows, the hazard, and everything. So everything is there. You even got buttons to control your tow hook adjustment, which is again really nice. Lots of space everywhere you look. There's a lot of space freed up in the middle as well, because the shifter is the column shifter, the traditional column shifter. So you've got lots of space, lots of cup holders, wireless charging. You've got space here as well. You can put your phone. It's very big armrest. And then once you open this, you get access to even more space. I mean, just look at that. It's a proper picnic vehicle. This, you can put lots of stuff. You've got charging ports and an SD card holder as well. Again, space is not a problem here. Everything is just so big inside here. There are lots of options here on the side as well. So there's the options for the 4H, 4 low, and the 2-wheel drive shift mode as well. Lots of for the drive mode as well. There's a knob here. Lots of buttons here. Lots of buttons on the door as well for the memory seats and the lock and lock. And you have this nice little grab handle to help you get in and out of the car, because it is a very tall car. So it's a nice. You've got the column shifter as well, and you've got one stalk that controls the wipers and everything, and the turn indicator. So again, that's something that's getting used to, because there's only one stalk here. Rest, again, it feels really nice, and it's a nice place to be. Lots of leather on the armrest and this sort of faux wood material, which I really like, and the same bronze material that is carried from the grille can be found in the interior at some places. Again, very nice place to be inside. The driving seat itself is really nice. The backrest is just comfortable, just enough cushioning. It's got nice lumbar support as well. Underthigh support is a little lacking, but you can manage on long journeys. The drive position itself is very commanding. You're sitting really high up. It feels like you're almost on like the second floor and driving the car. Especially many cars, the roof line of those cars are below you. It's a special feeling, especially for me. I'm not used to this. It was really nice. Again, nice place to be, nice seats. The rear seats, under thigh support, again lacking. Backrest a tad upright, but it's really spacious, so 3 people can easily fit on the back. One very cool feature that Chevrolet has integrated into the Chevy Silverado is the digital center mirror, which is really useful. So now with the normal mirror, you get the addition of the rear bed in your view, which can be a little disorientating when you're driving. But flick of the switch and the digital screen comes on. This is the digital mirror. It gives very, very clear view of the back. You're not obstructed by the bed, and you get a very clear and accurate view of the back. No lag as well. Great integration by Chevrolet. Now I'm in the rear of the Chevy Silverado, and as you can see, there's ample space. I'm 5'8". The driving seat is for my position. As you can see, my knees are nowhere near the seat. I have so much space. I have a lot of headroom, and easily 3 people can sit on the back bench here. You've got lots of leather, which is really nice on the armrest, and the same forward material, which feels really premium. You've got AC vents, a 12-volt charging port, and a USB-A and a USB-C. You've got cup holders in the back there. Pull this down, you have an armrest and some more cup holders. Just so much space and so much facilities for everyone in this truck. One grouse I'd say is there's no panoramic sunroof, so it feels a little dark, but the windows are pretty big, and this is also pretty bright, so lots of light comes in. Again, lots of space, lots of nice knickknacks as well. This glass window opens as well if you want to put longer items, like, you know, maybe some pipes, maybe that comes to my mind. And there's also a very nice secret little hidden storage where you can open the seat base, and you get a very small but a nice secret touch where you can hide something inside. Again, thoughtful addition by Chevrolet. Great back seat. Now I'm behind the wheel of the Chevy Silverado 1500 Limited High Country. As I said before, this car has a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 mated to a 10-speed torque converter gearbox, which is a column mounted shifter. As I said before, the specs for this car is it has about 410 horsepower and about 400 foot-pounds of torque, which helps this truck to go from 0 to 100 in under 7 seconds. This truck also weighs 3.2 tons, which is extremely heavy. So let's see how this truck drives. So when you move the column shifter into drive, and you set off, and you instantly notice that most of the torque is in the lower half. Below 3000 RPM is where you find most of the torque, and it's really easy to set off from, you know, from stops. When you stop, it's very easy to set off. You don't have to mash your foot to you know, get up to speeds so easily. It's actually really easy to drive this truck, especially you know, in city speeds. Once you're actually moving, it's fine. Once speeds build up, obviously it soaks bumps much better. On the slower speeds, it's definitely quite bouncy. You bounce a lot, you swing a lot on bumps, but you get used to it once you keep driving the vehicle. The seats cushioning help a lot. The ride is good once speeds build up on highways, and once speeds build up, you can feel that steering requires a lot more input to stay straight. I don't know how it works in other body on frame because I don't have much experience, but you do need to keep shuffling the steering to keep it in a straight line. This can be a little annoying if you have to go really long journeys on the highways. Otherwise, it's fun. You know, the size is imposing, and you have a lot of presence on the road, and handling is not something this vehicle's forte. There's lots of body roll, but this vehicle is not meant for that. It's meant for putting loads. Obviously, if you have a load in the back, if you put stuff in the bed, the ride will get better, definitely, and there'll be less body roll. But if it's empty, it's definitely very bumpy. As you can see, just getting thrown around a little bit. It's bumpy, definitely. Engine note is very mellow, below 3000 RPM. But once you do floor it, and the gearbox is pretty responsive, even though it has 10 speeds, it's always the right gear, and it's a little jerky from the shift from first to second. But if you floor it, yep, you can hear a bit of the V8. It's a nice tone, definitely, and it sounds much better on cold starts. In conclusion, then, the 2022 Chevy Silverado 1500 Limited High Country. This truck does a lot of things really well. I think it looks really good. The interior is really good, and for the 2023 model year, the interior is even better with much more equipment. The engine is really torquey, the bed is really spacious, and it has a good towing capacity as well. Few flaws: I think the ride is a little tad too bumpy, but that's just a typical body on frame pickup truck ride, so you can't really use it as a major deal breaker. Everything else, I think it does really well, and at $75,000 Canadian, it has it all. And I think this truck is one of the better ones available out there.